Okay, my Young and the Restless fans, we got to talk about today's episode. Phyllis takes matters into her own hands as her son Daniel makes an ambitious pitch to Lily and Devon. Tucker puts his plan into action, and Ashley and Jack threaten war against each other. Welcome back to CBS Soap Dish Recap, where we recap everything CBS soaps, both the Young and the Restless and the Bold and the Beautiful. This is your Young and the Restless recap for November 28th, and without any further ado, let's talk about what went down in Genoa City today. So we start off over at Crimson Lights, where we see Summer is absolutely thrilled to see Daniel when he arrives. Now he jokes about her finding time to fit him into her busy schedule, and then they talk about her doing everything that she loves. Now when she asks about him, he's really vague. Now, he explains that he's thinking about sticking around for a while and is pitching something to Chancellor Winters, and that's a surprise to her. Now, Daniel adds that he's thinking of a new career and it might be a game changer. Now, he's not giving any details because he don't want to jinx it. And Summer urges him, why don't you just come over to Marquetti if it don't work out? And she can't wait for him to meet Harrison, and they laugh about Phyllis being a granny. She looks more like a grandma. So, over at Devon's penthouse, Lily stops by and brings him a pie plate, and they chat about how miserable he was yesterday. Now, clearly, there is more to the Amanda breakup than he's letting on, and yeah, Lily is absolutely correct. Now, Devon tells her that there's nothing that's going to help him with this situation. Warning that she won't want to hear this, he explains that he and Abby slept together, and Lily's mouth hang open. Girl, close your mouth. A fly might fly in it. However, he adds that it only happened once and the timing was bad because both Amanda and Chance caught them together. Now, Lily says she isn't judging, but she thinks that his ex had every right to slap him or trash his place. Lily realized why Amanda resigned and took off so quickly. And Lily can see why he's been so miserable. What were you thinking? And he was like, well, we weren't thinking, obviously, claiming it just happened. He doesn't know how he feels about all of this, and he does hate ruining a marriage and also hurting Amanda. Now, Lily tells him Abby is responsible too. Devon feel like he's just lost a grip on all of his relationships that really matter to him. And she admits, well, she feels like she's losing her grip on Billy. They have a little bit of tea, and she explains distance has been building with Billy, and she remembers them falling in love, and now that their working relationship is gone, the rest of it seems to be gone too. And she thanks him for not saying, I told you so. Well, Lily, we already knew. We told you so. But she's not ready to give up, and she want to work on things. And he encourages her to fight if Billy makes her happy. And then someone's at the door. Daniel shows up, and he thanks them for fitting him into their schedules. Now, after they sit down, they explain Billy left the company and won't be joining them. And he had a weird, meaning Daniel, look on his face. Daniel explains that he no longer had the passion to paint on commission and wants to put his talent into something that will reach a larger audience. He wants to launch a mega universe gaming platform. Now, Devon knows, well, we don't do gaming over here. And Lily and Daniel point out that, wait a minute, we used to over at ChanceCom. Now, Daniel makes his pitch and claims that they can make money and put something worthwhile into the world at the same time. Now, they look like they're interested, but it's going to be a huge investment. Now, Daniel offers to send them some numbers and says that it's all doable with the infrastructure they have. They wonder why they should partner with him when they could go with somebody else more established. Question. Now, he explains how personal this is to him and how his daughter turned him on to gaming. And he adds that parents are willing to spend a lot of money on stuff like this. Lily like it, and she is excited and thinks that this could be a huge opportunity. Now, Daniel makes his final pitch, and says that he's going to be sticking around town for a while. Once he's gone, they say there was a great pitch. Devon can see how invested he is in it, but Lily finds something a little bit off, but then she was like, well, maybe he's just passionate. Yeah, something's going on with Daniel. Speaking of Daniel, let's talk about his mom, Phyllis, and also Nikki. So they joined Talia at the Glam Club, and Talia asked them why this meeting was so urgent. Now, Nikki explained that there's a new twist in the Diane saga, and they sit down and they fill her in about Stark being sent to prison and Diane being left free. Now, Talia was like, hold on, I'm not finna risk my reputation on hearsay. I want proof that Diane worked for Jeremy Stark. They want to help her getting it, but she doesn't like where they're taking things. Now, Phyllis tells Talia that Diane is a criminal that needs to be stopped. Now, the journalist doubts their ethics in going after Diane, and she was like, I'm not a hatchet woman. Now, unless you get something solid, I don't want to hear from you ever again. I'm like, you go, girl. Leave these hyena / evil trifecta / part of the Three Stooges alone. Now, once she leaves, Phyllis complains, but Nikki gets it and think that, this could have backfired in their faces anyway. Phyllis cannot believe that Diane keeps dodging all of their bullets. And she's like, we need to take more drastic measures. Phyllis brings up, Jeremy Stark being released. Now, Nikki points out that they're not out to put anyone in physical danger. Phyllis was like, okay, yeah, you're right. Sure, that's what Phyllis wanted to do. But she said, we're running out of options. It's time that they got in touch with Jeremy Stark. So, over at Society, Ashley is joining Tucker for breakfast, and she is eager to get down to business. Now, sitting down, she declares that she is done with Diane after she invaded her family's holiday plan. Now, Tucker's like, you know what? Well, good luck with that. And this involvement with Diane, when it comes to me, I'm done. Now, of course, Ashley is disappointed, and Tucker thinks, you know what, you hate Diane more than I have hated anyone in my entire life. And Tucker is sure that you and your other three stooges can handle things without him. Now, she was counting on Tucker to help her with her next move involving Jeremy Stark. Tucker was like, you know what, I'm on your side, but, my goals is a little bit shifted now. And he talks about this story about chaos at Chancellor Winters and how he feels like he needs to help Devon, his son. Now, he was like, I can't get involved with some plot involving a federal criminal. Now, Ashley thinks he's being very blasé, and he doesn't see Diane as a threat. Now, he's fascinated that she is so blasé about Diane's suggestions that he's after Jabot. Now, she is sure Diane is a liar and is just lashing out. Ashley doesn't believe that Tucker would be that stupid enough to go after Jabot. Well, he is, Ashley. Now, Tucker points out that Jack is still assuming the worst of him, and Tucker truly believes that Ashley is starting to realize his intentions toward her are sincere. You are shockingly close to giving me a second chance. You just don't want to admit it, do you? And then he has this whole smile on his face as she finishes her meal. Now, once he's left alone, he gets on the phone. He calls somebody to check in and suggests that it's time to make their move. So over at the Abbott estate, Diane stops by to see her grandson Harrison, and he's not there, but Jack is. So she thanks him for letting her spend the holiday there. And she's hoping that Jack doesn't hold her responsible for Ashley's abrupt departure. And he doesn't. Diane can handle Ashley's nasty attitude, but she's not so good with her putting together a little army to launch a war against her. Now, Jack suggests a non-engagement may be the best defense. Now, she thinks, well, I don't know about that. Things are too far gone for that. Now, she's been warning people not to provoke Jeremy, and no one seems to understand what a monster he can be. Now, Jack wonders how bad can it really get? Now, Diane explains Stark has alluded to many darker acts that simply white-collar crimes. It's the people closest to her that she's worried about the most, and Jeremy Stark could even have resources to attack Jabot. Now, Jack admits that, this is worrisome, but his sister never listens to him. They need to focus on the people who might think the danger is real, like Kyle. Now, reluctantly, Diane agrees to tell her son Kyle everything. She's willing to do whatever it takes to protect them. Diane can't run away from her family now that she's bonded with them again. And she starts to sob, and she tells Jack she will never make the devastating mistake she did before. No one will ever pull her from her son or grandson. And Jack said he feels the same way, but someone has to protect her too. And he asked her to rely on him to keep this from turning into a full-on battle. And Diane has total trust in him, and she thanks him. He comes in and gives her a hug. She cries on his shoulder, and then Ashley interrupts. Now, once Diane takes off, Ashley accuses her brother Jack of becoming totally irrational with Diane. Jack then points out the same could be said of her and Tucker McCall. And if she goes to war with Diane, she is going to go to war with him. Is that what you want, Ashley? As Tucker has officially turned brother against sister. Okay, so there you have it, your Young and the Restless recap for Monday, November 28th, 2022. Stay tuned for the Bold and the Beautiful recap also for today. And until the next video, like, comment, and subscribe, and we will see you soon. Bye.